Okay, so I'll have a look at the field technician view now. So there'll be many field techs belonging to one field crew. So whenever any individual field tech logs in, they'll see the same view as anyone else in their crew. At the top, they'll have the ability to create a new case. What they'll mostly be interested in is their action in tray. So field technicians or crews will mostly be dealing with actions. They will rarely be assigned a case. So they'll log in. This is what will come up immediately, and they'll see all their actions that have been assigned to them and some summary details relating to that action. So for this crew, they've been in their intro. They can see an investigate and a water meter box replacement. So they can see that this one is scheduled for next week, so it's not too urgent or important. This one here is quite an urgent reactive case. In later sprints, this will all be populated with further detail. But so they'll see this investigate. It's come from a reactive case. They'll click on that case to get some further detail. They'll come up. They'll see that this one's regarding Beryl Robinson from 29 Beatrice Street. Then they'll read the detail on the case, which shows that there's water outside of her property, so they'll realise that's quite urgent. They'll need to get to that one fairly quickly. But this case is sitting with their team leader, so their team leaders got the case. Team leaders probably forwarded this action onto them to go and investigate. And there's the investigate action that's in their in tray. So once they arrive at the property to do the investigation, they'll open up the action, and they'll then click on start to show that it started. And that'll populate the start time. If for any reason this action might have to go on hold, there's the ability to put it on hold so that anyone who's looking at the case, they might want to know what's going on, can see that this investigate action has been put on hold. It started to be put on hold for some reason. But for this example, they've arrived, they've changed the status to started. They'll then complete the investigation. They'll go in and then click one of the investigation results. So it's related to water. They can add some notes. So yeah, they might say that it's definitely some sort of water main breakage. And save that comment. This might be an action where several people are working on it. So when you provide a comment, it'll show who provided that comment. You might be able to take some photos of the situation, water being everywhere, attach that to the action, so anyone else who wants to see what's going on can then see those photos as well. So that's an investigate action completed. So you'll go back up the top, change the status to completed, and then save it. So that's that action done. But obviously this case isn't finished yet because there's still a problem there that needs addressing. So what we'll do is we can go back to the case that this action is related to just by going to the top and clicking on the case. It'll take you back to the case. Now we need to add another action to it. So we've completed the investigate. We'll then add a property/fire service repair. Okay, there's the action we just created. Hasn't been assigned yet, so we'll click on that one. Go into the action. Now this is an action you can tell straight away because of the burnt orange colour, and this is a property/fire service repair action. We're going to assign that to ourselves. We'll hit save. If you come back to the field technician view, you will see that beforehand we had the investigate action, but when we refresh that in tray, we should see that that investigate has either closed and moved out of that in tray. There's something going on there at the moment, but we can see that the property fire service repair action has come into our in tray. So we'll go back into that action. We'll then start it. We'll do what's involved with doing that repair. We'll come down, add any comments relating to the job that someone might want to read about, any materials that are used, attach any files, required files, any images, and then we'll change it to completed and save it. So now when we come back to our in tray and hit reload, the property fire service is now not in our in tray anymore, so it's been completed. So that's basically the basics of how a field technician will use the system at this stage.